This next section here is the trickiest part of this bag. Be very, very careful. You want to make sure that this piece right here, that storage case, is pulled off of your machine. You'll have to put it on after you're finished with your project and after we clean up. But pull it off of your machine just very gently. You're going to place your bag, this is very, very important. Place your bag so that the mouth of your bag, this is the inside, is going to eat. So I slipped it around that side there. So what I should be able to do is I should be able to slip this around all the way in a circle. So you notice this right here, that's going around in a circle like that. Okay, all the way around down here, it's eating that arm of the sewing machine is what that's called. So we're going to place it in here. This is the first time we're going to use the arm. We're going to use it a second time for putting the finishing touches on the bag before we put the ribbon inside. So I need to find my box that I just sewed. And we're going to place this down right here. We're going to find the corner of our box, which is right here. And we're going to place that box right below the needle before I put my presser foot down. Oops. Move it down right there. So this line on the presser foot should line up with this line right here on the needle. And starting is pretty easy. We're going to go forward just a couple of stitches. Remember holding on to those threads, especially the top thread. Turn on, fold it forward. Sorry, pull it forward. Don't fold it forward. Turn it forward. And I like to go all the way to the corner before I backstitch because you want this to be reinforced. That's where the most pressure and the tension is going to be. I'm going to place this right here, go forward to the corner, and I'm going to go backwards. Oh, I need to go one more stitch. Backwards, all the way to where I started, and forward again. And I'm going to lift up my presser foot once I'm on that corner, and I'm going to pivot. But I want you to notice what happens when I pivot. Does my fabric get all bunched up? Yes, it does. So we're going to try our best. This is why I said this was the trickiest part. Try our best to make sure it's laid flat. It's not catching the bottom part here, trying to close the bag on us. So we're going to lay it as flat as possible. Okay, I should be able to feel right here. There should be no lumps or bumps right there. And I'm going to place the presser foot down, still making sure there's no lumps or bumps. And I'm going to continue going down on that line, making sure it doesn't catch the next side there. Continue going all the way to the corner, watching our line. I'm going to turn the handle. This is such small work that using the handle, I've had lots of students just use the hand wheel if they want to. Okay, remember you don't need to pivot on the corners, so you're just going to lift this up. I'm going to turn it and see how it gets all bunched up right here. Hopefully you can see how difficult that is. Remember I always said that never keep the bulk of the fabric over here. That's usually where you don't want to start sewing at least. But right here we can't really help it. So we're going to place this down. If you'd like to do that, you can do this right here. And go forward, backward, forward, making sure there's no bunches, no holes. Let's see, got this here. Make sure it's nice and flat. It's nice and flat. Sometimes I have a friend helping me with the presser foot. You can put the presser foot down, have a friend do that. Okay, this is the other side of that seam right here, like it's just like the top. So we're going to go forward, and I'm going to also back stitch here just to reinforce it. You don't have to, but I would strongly suggest you do. You go forward, backwards, over that seam, forwards until we reach that corner. You just go a couple of stitches, lift it up, turn it. See how these threads get everywhere? Make sure it's laying flat. Place it down underneath that presser foot. Go all the way to the top of that box, back stitch, and we made it. Make sure the needle's pulled up, and you want to trim your threads. Pull it off, just clip it with your scissors if you need to, and then you'll just trim it like so. So I've now got a box. That's really close, sorry. I've now got a box sewn around the gap right there. And I put it, this is what it looks like on the outside of our bag. So if you want it to be black fabric or black thread on the outside, you would probably want to use a black bobbin. Otherwise, I just use white. So that is that step. On to the next step, which is making the casing.